This article is quoting the CEO of Embracer Group, and he was all over the place. He's basically just saying he's sad the game's not selling more, but he's not doing anything to help the game's sales improve. He's basically keeping everything exactly the same. When asked about the developers, he said there are hundreds of people within this group engaged in working on this game. I have trust in these people and their recommendations for the future. That's not what I want to hear from a development team that's, basically just released the flop of the century. And I mean, this is a whole new team. They fired a bunch of OG Saints Row developers when Agents of Mayhem flopped. They did a mass layoffs, and here they're not firing these people after releasing, a shitty game that a lot of people didn't want. Now, they still went on to say what I've been saying. They believe they're going to make their money back. That's why the DLC is coming. And they said they're going to have a full, analytic report by November. They said it's too soon now, but they feel like they're going to make their money back. So they've greenlit the DLC. They're continuing to work on patches. What's interesting to me is during the Q&A, he kind of implied that Saints Row wasn't profitable. He said, and I quote, "We all know that Saints Row, for example, is one of the harder ones in terms of return on investment. Now that's way behind us and we will make money." And this just goes to show you how Deep Silver and now THQ Nordic slash Embracer Corp has just mishandled this series. Saints Row always made money for THQ. The real THQ that went bankrupt. They always got a return in their investment off Saints Row. If anything, it was posting profit. Towards the end days when they were going bankrupt, Saints Row was the only IP they had that was really posting profit. This is why they poured everything into Saints Row the Third. But now they have a hold of it, and they're talking about now they're having trouble with return on investment. You don't think that has something to do with the direction you're taking the series in, or maybe the dumbass developers that you keep hiring and appointing to developing these games? Just maybe. Listening to the CEO speak was absolutely infuriating to me. So I'm sorry if I get a little bit hyped and the rant goes a little bit long, but I really love this series and they're driving it into the ground. I mean, in one breath he's saying he's happy that people like the reboot, they have new fans, and then the next he's saying he's sad that the OG fans hate it and it's like so polarizing. And then he's saying it's sad that it's like dropping off in sales and people are making videos exposing how much of a piece of shit the game is. But he's not doing anything to address any of those, concerns, any of anybody's negative opinions. He's not doing anything to address it. His whole outlook on this is, well, let's just patch it up and then we'll do some DLC and then we'll see how it's doing in a couple months. That's his whole like outlook on this game. It's not, well, we're gonna restructure Volition. We're gonna do some new hiring. We're gonna look into making a game that people actually want. No, he's not saying any of that. He's saying he has faith in the people that produced this dumpster fire in the first place. And I mean, Embracer Corp is rich as shit. They have money. They have deep pockets. They can put out another Saints Row. They can easily do another Saints Row. They can do this shit all over again. Probably get another Epic deal. And we can get this exact same quality of trash. Sadly, I feel like that's where this series is headed. And I mean, one of the things you look at is as the budget dwindled for Saints Row titles, so did the sales. And I mean, yeah, they were still profitable. They still made money, but they sold less and less because, gamers aren't stupid. I'm not going to buy something that's inferior to the last game. I'm not going to buy something that's shorter than the last game. And that's essentially what Saints Row has been doing. It's been on a downtread. Every next title has less features than the last. Every single one is going forward. It just keeps taking something away. You keep losing things and you get less and less of a game. And now eventually, I don't know, man, who knows what they'll sell us in the future with, Embracer Group at the helm. They don't really care. They're going to try to make a budget title. They're basically just trying to make a game as cheap as possible, slap a well-known IP on it, and get as much money as possible. So I have no hope for the Saints Row series, man. I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I have no hope. I honestly, at this point, I wish it had died. And I mean, like, I didn't buy the game. So y'all can't blame me. You blame the motherfuckers that bought the game. That's all I got to say. Blame them. I didn't buy it. But anyway, man, I'm still chilling. I just decided to do a video, man, because this is fun to me, man. I had some free time. I kind of miss doing these. I kind of miss interacting with my subs and stuff, giving y'all content. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, man, hit the bell. If you're on PlayStation, live from PlayStation, check out my YouTube channel. Alright, I'll see y'all in the next one.